So I'm really honored today because someone who I've met, recently, who I've become friends with, and I get, great advice on women and sexuality and just evolving as a human being. Alorah Inanna, the goddess of Mary, the goddess of sensuality. What is your title?
Well, my original title was Goddess of Wildness and Permission.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Because my job is to give people freedom and permission to be their wild, free selves, to give them encouragement and permission.
So just to set the stage, so you have different events. Midnight in Mary is just one of them, so that's a smaller, intimate event. Maybe not everybody can make that, but you do larger events. You tend to, anybody can attend, but there's usually a good ratio of 50-50 as far as genders. A lot of single people go into these events, and you do exercises between strangers that sometimes in the beginning might be a little awkward for people. So explain how everything in your relationship set the stage for you to do these exercises that helps bring people
Okay, perfect. So, thank you for bringing, I haven't used any Mary today, but I still can wander. So, my husband and I came out of that experience creating a course called The Mind of Love, Essential Teachings in Relationships. And we led that as a 3-day intensive from 1990 till his death in 2001. And having worked with people for years, I saw that they were getting more conscious, they understood their process better, they could communicate better, but they weren't juicier, happier, more turned on people. And I realized that what was missing was new ways of connecting through the body. Yeah. That the body is what makes romantic relationships happen. If you don't get the body involved, you're in a friendship. But if the body gets involved, then that's where the juice comes from. That's where the romance comes from, right? So right now, we live in a world called talking, that I call talking, okay? And I say that's because if you're going to do something with somebody of the opposite sex, you'll go out to dinner, sit and eat and talk. You'll go to a bar, sit and drink and talk. You'll go to a movie, concert, play, party, talk. And then if you're going to do anything else, you start liquid kissing. Is that true?
Yeah.
True?
That's true.
True? Okay. Well, liquid kissing causes a chemical reaction in your body. It opens neural pathways, and the body says, hey, I know where this goes, let's go. And it opens a push. It's like the gas that drives the car, makes the car want to go somewhere, right? So that's wonderful. I love that. But that experience for women is not something we want to share very much with very many. Like, I don't want to get liquid kissing with very many people. So it leaves everybody in the searching for the one, sorting everybody out, searching and sorting. We've talked about that, right? So you're left alone, discarding people all the time, going on meet and greets, discarding, and not having much sensuality in your life, not having much fun, not having much juice, right? And I think that's the source of a lot of our addiction problems, over drinking, wine, too much food. Those are the rare pleasures that we say are okay because we have pleasure connected to sexuality. So we have pleasure and sensuality collapsed with sexuality, and because we don't have a distinction between them, we have a very limited sensual, pleasurable, erotic life. So having seen that, I said the distinction between sensuality and sexuality, I could have told President Clinton he was in the realm of sex, is liquid.
Yeah.
If you are using your tongue or touching areas liquid comes from, you're in the world of sex, okay? But if you don't do that, if you find other ways, come here, lean into me, see. If you find ways to connect through the core of your body, push into my hand a little bit and you feel that unity that we're in there?
Yeah.
You can feel that, right? You can feel that all through your body, can't you?
Yeah.
So we can explore glorious, magical ways of being beautiful and sensuous and physical and fun with each other, and it doesn't mean anything, and it's not going anywhere, and I'd do it with anybody, bring them on.
Right.
So gender doesn't matter, language doesn't matter, none of it, and it's so fun and it's so bonding. We will be
Yeah.
closer just from this little 30-second thing than
Yeah.
if we'd sat here and talked the whole time, right?
Totally.
Exactly. That's amazing.
So that's what I do, is I say, come to this event, stop looking for the one, look around. Do you think the one's here? Probably not. Okay, stop that. We're not here to find the one, we're here to see the one in all ones, be the one with all ones, and practice the things that keep love alive. Because sex is not doing a good enough job of keeping love alive.
That is so true.
Conversation isn't doing a big enough job. We need new ways to play that are physical and emotional and spiritual that keep love alive. So that's what we're doing at Midnights with Mary.
And where can people find you online, whether it's getting some of these courses or these other events?
The funnest, best place to find me is Instagram. I am Goddess Alive at Instagram. And I've really fallen in love with Instagram. I'm just putting stuff up like mad. But I am about to create really the biggest thing I've ever created in my life, which is going to be Goddess Heaven. And the email is thisisgoddessheaven@gmail.com.
Amazing.
So
I mean,
you
you're getting
can
a lot of emails.
email to thisisgoddessheaven@gmail.com and we will get back to you.